Modern digital agents are a new breed of realtors. We work smarter, not harder. We wage war against the big brands and win every single day. No longer are we held captive by traditional marketing methods, and we refuse to accept the status quo. We are the elite. We are the few. Join us. We are modern digital agents, and these are our stories.
I am here with Ginger Farmer. Ginger is an agent that's been on our system now for what, about 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Awesome. Ginger, do you know approximately how much you've spent on marketing dollars at this point?
Yes, it's about $235.
$235 in a 2-week period. And how many leads has that given you?
Total leads, 34 leads. That's with full contact information.
34 leads that you've received, how many of those selected 0 to 30 days?
It absolutely blew me away. We've had 11.
Okay, what can you tell us about the way these lead system works, about the quantity of leads, about the quality of the leads, and the systems that we have in place to be able to work them?
Well, first of all, I guess you got to have a little background in it. When we first got started in this, we were actually buying leads like most people do. Buying leads, paying $35, $40, as much as $100 for a lead. Trying to get thinking that the more we spent, the better the lead would be. Come to find out that really wasn't the case. What was really happening is we were buying rehash leads over and over and over again. And we'd call people, and half a dozen people had already spoken to them. We found that, and what we learned through that process is that if we generate the lead fresh, hot, right then, and call them right then ourselves, we had a higher percentage chance of getting that person in the office, or at the time of mortgages, and when you're dealing with real estate as well, getting those people to actually work with us. And so the system has worked, and along the way we've developed even better ways, which is getting the processes in place. And by doing that, we're able to take agents that are like the ones we have now that had no experience or poor experiences and actually turn them into top producers.
Can you tell me how long have you been in the system now total?
For
How many
about 3 weeks.
All right, so we have 3 weeks in the system. So how many leads have you received in the last 3 weeks?
A total of 28. So it's definitely worth the money. Most
Awesome.
definitely.
Okay, good. All right, so 28 leads. And would you happen to know how much you've spent on Facebook ads at this point?
I've spent, well, it's $4 a lead is what I've spent, and it's a total of $116 that I've spent.
I've been in the business since May, and I've been doing a lot of research on social media advertising because I know that that's important and it's powerful. And after all my research, I've still had limited ability to create a squeeze page, to create a landing page, to understand ads in Facebook and Instagram. And so this system is the only system that I've found that brings everything together and already has it created, and it's truly just push and play. And so we'll see how this works, but I'm really impressed by everything that it's providing me. I'm just trying to utilize it, get it in play, and then watch it work. But I'm excited because everything's right here for me. Even after a year of research, I wasn't even this far.
Hey everyone, this is Dwayne Roberts here, and I am with Real Estate Lead Academy, and it is my pleasure today to introduce to you one of our students, Jason. Jason, how are you doing today?
Super fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, so the reason I wanted to bring you on this call is yesterday we did a training call, and you had mentioned that you had recently started your What's My Home Worth campaign, which is our flagship campaign to get listings. Share with the audience how long ago you started that campaign, what your budget has been so far, in other words, what you've spent and how many leads you've been able to generate.
Okay, so with the What's My Home's Worth campaign, we started that on Friday. Today is now Wednesday, and in that campaign, we budgeted for roughly $5 a day. We started it Friday evening. We had 4 leads, I want to say 4 leads that came through for What's My Home Worth. And of those 4, there were actually 3 that were real viable leads with phone numbers, addresses, and stuff like that. So now we're actually working on getting in touch and actually making the next step to actually going into their home. So like I said, our budget was about $5 a day. Facebook's averaging about $3.50 on average based on the click-throughs.
That's amazing. So let me ask you a question. What has your previous experience been with other type of lead generation services? Would you agree that it's a safe assumption that less than $4 a lead is probably lower than what you have been getting?
Yeah, I would say it is averaging less than $4 a lead. It's probably, I'm going to say about $2.50 maybe or less, depending on what the campaign is that we're doing.
That's awesome. Now, have you tried any lead generation in the past, like Realtor.com or Zillow or Trulia or Conversions, any of those type of companies?
Yeah, we have. I've done Zillow, and which I don't do much of anything with Zillow anymore, just because the cost it's insane. I think that one came out to about $168 a lead or more, depending on what it was. And then I do stuff with Realtor.com, and that one I haven't ran the numbers recently, so I couldn't tell you exactly what that one's costing me. But I don't do a whole lot. I think I only budget $100 a month with them, so that one doesn't cost me much of anything.
Yeah, we used to actually use Realtor.com almost exclusively. At one point, they had a program where the leads were, apparently exclusive. I say apparently because I still think they sold them to other agents. Mm-hmm. But even then, the calls per lead was running between $25 to $35 a pop. So
okay.
We were budgeting $1,500 to $2,000 a month on Realtor.com.
Wow.
We decided to build a system. We're like, hey, we can probably cut that in half or even more by generating our own leads. But one of the main reasons, and I appreciate you sharing that story with me about getting your campaign going, is once you launch it, it works. But I logged into your contact management system yesterday, basically looked at those 4 leads to see how they were going, and then I noticed you had like a plethora of almost total 96 leads in the system, and I just kind of had this aha moment. And then I realized that you were running a different type of campaign. So can you tell us about what you were doing to get all those other leads?
Yeah, so the biggest one, like you're talking about, that's the open house leads. So we run the campaigns whenever I'm going to have an open house. Back noise here from my phone. But if we run other campaigns, so if we have an open house, we'll actually go through the process of putting the links up and everything else for the open house campaign. So we'll capture our leads that way. We put that on Facebook, we boost it, we push it every which way, and then we take those leads. Once we have an open house, we'll put them on a drip campaign, try to follow up with them. And then the same thing is if we have a second open house at that house, we'll make sure to re-invite them to that open house or possibly send them to other similar listings.
Hey, this is Dwayne Roberts here. I'm with Real Estate Lead Academy, and I am so excited, guys, to share a student success story with you. I'm here with Megan right now. And Megan, how long have you been on the system?
For a couple of weeks.
Okay, so for a couple of weeks you've been on the system.
Yeah.
And before we get into specifics, I just want to ask you a couple questions in general, and I just appreciate a hardcore, honest answer. At the very beginning when we had an interaction, I felt, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I felt that you were looking for a company that was going to provide you support, a company that wasn't going to give you a program and just tell you, hey, good luck to you. So what do you feel so far about the support that you've received since your involvement?
I feel that you guys have been very supportive. It's not just the training that matters. You've actually been there to answer, questions, problem solve, and I feel, to hold my hand through the process so that everything is up and running and working smoothly. In my opinion, it's you've really been coaching me through this whole process, which is amazing. I love it.
On the program, about how long now, Sandra?
About 3 weeks. Pretty much is hands off for me. I don't have to do anything.
In a 3-week period, how much have you spent on Facebook marketing?
I've only spent $80.49.
Okay, so $80.49. Now, so the average lead, say from a company like Realtor.com, is, by the time it's all said and done, a listing leads are going to come in between $25 to $30, and buyer leads $15 to $20. So let's talk about your ad spend that you've done so far. So about $80 in a 3-week period. So your budget is $5 a day. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So on a $5 a day budget, how many leads has the system generated for you at this point?
Well, at $5 a day, it looks like it's 13 leads and 5 selected 0 to 30 days, and there were 12 captured addresses for those leads. Well, when they select 0 to 30 days, that means how interested they are to move and to sell their house.
How long were you there?
About 6 months.
About 6 months. Okay, so you were at Crowd Lake for 6 months, and how many closings did you have for the time that you were there until you actually came here?
0.
0. Okay. What did you learn at Crowd Lake during that 6-month period?
How to fill out forms and contracts.
Did you find yourself doing a lot of busy work, more along the lines of prospecting?
Yes.
Okay, so when you came to our organization, it was a little bit different than what you were used to?
Definitely.
Okay, so I've got a system in place, and I'm using you as an example because you have been here for 90 days. Can you share with me what experiences that you've had in the last 90 days in results of closings and how that has changed from where you were?
Well, immediately I was in touch with buyers, people that were looking for homes, searching on the internet, who I followed up with and found homes for, and I've had 5 closings in the last 90 days.